People are flooding from all over the United States to Middle Georgia. Why? Today, I want to go over the top 5 reasons why people are leaving their hometowns and flying thousands of miles in order to get to our area. It comes down to home prices. If you live here as a resident, anywhere from Macon down to Houston County, really the hub of Middle Georgia, the average home prices are about $252,000 compared to the national average of over $350,000. Yes, on average, the cost of living, go to the description below if you want to see an in-depth video on that specifically, is 79.9% average compared to the United States. On the scale, out of 100. So if the average in the United States is 100, we're at 79.9. That's across the board. That's housing, that's cars, that's gas, that's water, electricity, food, healthcare. All of those items are still low priced. And guess what? If you're an investor and you're looking to buy real estate, long-term rentals, to be able to invest in and have tenants in there for 12 months and build up your equity over time, it is a crazy area to invest. So number one has to be housing prices, because the United States is absolutely booming. I'm helping 3 families right now move from California. Average home price in California, over $700,000. A $700,000 home in California will get you a home right at the $240,000 range in most areas out of California. So when it comes down to home prices, let's take a step back for a second though. Cost of living is a little bit different. Just like I was saying, 79.9%. If you move here, your home income might decrease a little bit. So yes, the homes are much cheaper, but you need to make sure that you have the correct job to be able to sustain your lifestyle. Next on my list is Southern culture. I'm not from Georgia. I came here because of the military and stayed because I met my wife. I love the culture, from sweet tea to country fried steak to barrel racing, hog shows, cattle shows. I'm telling you what, down here is awesome. We still hold the door open for people and it's not offensive. People still say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. And it won't be weird if somebody calls you honey or baby when you check out at the grocery store. I travel around all over Michigan, Ohio, everywhere. This is the friendliest place I've ever been in my entire life. And I don't want to leave, because other places, I remember when I just went up to Michigan, for example, in January to see my sister get married, my wife held the door open for an older white gentleman, and he got offended that she opened the door for him. If you're living in a place like that, leave. Come here, you're welcome. And think about this with Southern culture as well. Be ready to pack on a couple extra pounds, because if you haven't had sweet tea, and I'm not talking about normal sweet tea where you just pour some sugar in and mix it. I'm talking you boil the tea with the sugar sweet tea. It's calling your name. Next on my list is the location. You are a short drive away from the Atlantic, preferably go to the Gulf. However, you just drive south about 2.5 hours, you're there. You're right off of I-75 if you're living in Middle Georgia. So it's a quick drive up to Atlanta to the airport, or keep going north. Keep going. Go drive to the mountains, get a cabin for 4 days, and be in Blue Ridge Mountain Range. It is so pretty up there. Or my favorite, go south, go check out the Gulf Coast. Some of my favorite beaches when it comes down to it, Clearwater, just go. Just take the family. And you're in a strategic location here in Georgia as well. Hey, if you don't know me, my name is Luke. Yes, I got a banjo for Christmas and I love it. But next, I help people buy, sell, and invest in real estate here in the local Middle Georgia market. So if you need any help at all, go to the description below, book a call with me. I might play you a tune. Jobs. Robins Air Force Base is located here, which is the #1 industrial complex here in the state of Georgia, and jobs are flourishing. Both government work and contractor work. If you're looking for government work, go out and check usajobs.gov. Last time I checked, there was over 976 job openings for the base, and they're paid at what is called a GS scale. You have phenomenal health insurance, the pay is super good, and job security is awesome. So even if you don't want to live here long term, you find out that I'm just talking a bunch of hoax, and you don't like it as much as I do, you can transfer, rent your house out, make money, and go work on another Air Force base somewhere else that you would love to live if this place isn't good for you after 2 to 3 years. Not a bad gig. Now, when it comes to contractor jobs, there is a lot. I prefer Indeed. You can go wherever you want when it comes down to it for the job markets, but there's some great jobs. Lots of industry is coming to our local area. It's booming and flourishing right now, which is awesome. And the reason it's awesome is because the pay for the area is phenomenal compared to the cost of living. In other places in the United States compared to here, home prices skyrocketing, food skyrocketing, all those things are skyrocketing. But the thing is, when you have a phenomenal, great paying job in an area where your home price isn't breaking the bank every single month when you auto draft your mortgage payment, it's not a bad place to be able to live. So that is number 4. But number 5, I want to get serious for a second, okay? Buc-ee's is the greatest gas station chain of all time, and we have one here in Middle Georgia. Yeah, you thought it was a Texas thing? They're expanding. Right off of 75 right here, you have Buc-ee's, and check out the prices if you want to work here. Tying into number 4 just a little bit when it comes to jobs. I love that place, okay? And it's dangerous because I live right down the road, but Buc-ee's is an awesome place, and if for any reason you want to move to Middle Georgia, and you can't figure out the specific reason, maybe it's not the job, it's not the house prices, it's not the awesome culture that we have down here. It's not the National Fairgrounds over in Perry that has over 500,000 people attend the fair in October. That stuff's cool. The real reason, that deciding factor that's going to make you choose our area, is probably Buc-ee's. And right now, I'm giving you permission to do so. So come on, leave everything that you're doing, move to Middle Georgia because of Buc-ee's. So when it comes down to living in Middle Georgia, those are my favorite reasons, and that's the reason why I currently live here. If you want a home tour of one of the homes in our local area, just so you can kind of get a feel for what we have, go check out this next video. Jobs. Get one. They're fun. You only have to work for 40 to 50 to 60 years. No, enjoy it. It's awesome down here. Come on and move to Middle Georgia.